Today is the 30th of July. It's been dry lately until about a week ago, and then it started raining, and now we almost would kind of need it to stop. But everything took off as you'd expect. I mean, the weather hasn't been quite as hot now as it was in the beginning of July. We haven't been up to 90, we've been 80s. I'm just sweating a little bit right now from hoeing and like that, but it's not too uncomfortable. And when you're in the shade and not moving, it's not bad at all. The 6 tomato to pepper plants, there's that one rogue tomato over there who started out from seed from left behind from last year. The 6 pepper plants are in here. You can just barely pick them out. They are producing peppers. One is large enough to stuff, the rest aren't. Everything else is mixed up because as I would plant and things wouldn't take, I would just put new seeds in. So I'm not even sure what we got in some of these rows until they start sprouting. Whatever's here in this end was a late planting, and there's not a lot going on there now. So we move a little further over here. You see all these flowers in here. There's flowering like crazy. So there is going to be plenty of production. This is obviously yellow squash in here. They could pretty much be harvested. I already have a bag full of them in the house. I just took some over to the neighbor, so I'm not going to do them right now. Plenty more seeds. I can hear the bees buzzing from here, which is really good because they're what pollinates. I picked a couple of tomatoes already, but nothing's doing now. It's really strange. I had 1 or 2 big ones. I should know what this is from the leaves, but I don't. Oh crap! There's a big huge squash that really should come out. We missed him yesterday, but he's certainly long enough to pick. Plenty of more flowers in there. I know there's butternuts. I saw them trailing along somewhere. I'm not sure where they are right now. I love the butternuts with a little. We'll put them in a casserole with brown sugar. Nutmeg, I believe. A couple other, 1 or 2 other spices. It's really easy to do. And you brown sugar and nutmeg, and you put it over the top, and you bake it for 40 minutes or so. I'm not sure what that thing is. I believe that's going to be a pumpkin. I believe it's going to be a bunch of pumpkins, but I'm not sure. If it is pumpkins, it's from old seed that I had laying around that I just filled in space. Plenty of beans. Donna's been eating beans. This tomato plant here had produced a tomato or 2, but nothing doing right now. I'm looking for the little sawed-off baby, you know what's that I think are going to be butternut squash, and I can't find them right now. There they are, right there. I believe that's a butternut squash. It kind of starts out like that, and they're evenly spaced along the vine. Evenly spaced. I know there's more of them in here. So anyway, I have to give them time, and here's the other pepper plant. I had to pick one because the pepper had a hole in it, and there's one here with a red pepper somewhere. Here's the chives are in here. They're getting kind of buried by beans and horseradish, but there they are. There's 3 sets of those. And then the horseradish here I sprinkled for snails the other day. The snails love that. This is going to be small tomatoes. There's a ripe yellow one anyway that we missed yesterday. He could be eaten today. Here's another red one that's coming along. I already got 2 off this plant, so it won't be too long before I get more. I can see a squash from here. A couple of squashes in there. These will be ready. I told the hair cutter I'd give her some on Wednesday when I go in to see her. In case you don't know who I am, this is me. Not sweating my ass off too bad, but there's beans in here, and there's More squash. 3 more tomato plants. These produced small, those orange tomatoes, yellowish tomatoes, they have less acid or no acid in them. And then beans, and somewhere over here is a cucumber with a bunch of cucumbers. I think it's the one with the small leaves here. I think these are cukes. I know there's some in here. Can't find them when I want to find them. They hide very well. More tomatoes, more squash. This thing is not sure what this is. Could be a second planting squash or something else. Somewhere is the cucumbers here. There's a pumpkin, I think, or not a pumpkin. It's a squash. It's a something Donna wants, an acorn squash. There are pumpkin seeds, but I don't know where they're at. Maybe the pumpkin didn't take. I know there's cucumbers here. I saw them before when I was hoeing. I know they are. I know there's zucchinis in here too. And then when I know they're in here, they're big, they're ready to go, and you come back for them and they don't show up. So some of these leaves are huge. There's more tomatoes in there. That's one of those orange yellow ones. That'll be ready in no time. And then the potato patch over there, there's really nothing doing there. They're probably close to finished. There's a couple of last tomato plants in partial shade, so they're probably not going to produce. They have to do it fast because by the end of September we're pretty much done. By the end of August rather, anything that's not ripe is going to remain green, and then they start to get soft. And I tried cooking fried green tomatoes and I don't prefer them, so I'd rather not have leftovers. Anyway, that's where we're at as of now. So I see orange something in there. That's flowers, not tomatoes. Anyway, for like I say, I didn't realize how many guys do this garden update. I mean, I was really surprised when I searched it on YouTube, and some of it's really interesting. They just do the same tour that I just did. There's the noisy dogs. They're watching what's going on across the street. There's other dogs over there, and they have to add their 2 cents. And there's a freshly sided house that was done this summer. I still have to glaze that big window and the kitchen window there, and then paint the windows the same color as the new trim. All right, that's it for today. Hope you had an interesting tour. This is July 30th, and we're in upstate New York in the western Catskills, so it is a cold pocket. The temperature doesn't get as warm here as it does you know, in other parts of the state. Even west of here gets warmer, and certainly the city gets downright hot. So we're cool. We were 57 degrees last night. I slept on the trailer getting ready for 4C camp for adults, and I had to turn off the fantastic roof fan and close the window next to the bed because it was actually a little bit cold. All right, have a good summer.